Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shadow Constructions here. So, as you've, well, actually, I haven't shown it yet, but as I said last time, I did go ahead and work a little bit on the outside of this. Definitely a lot of work still needs to be done, but I'm really liking the way this all has been coming together with my blacksmith area. So let's go ahead and zoom out on my character right now and drop the F1 to turn off the HUD. So, as you can see, I've actually lowered the level of this area by a couple of blocks. And it makes this so I could actually build out the blacksmithy walls a little bit more. Because it was a little bit too short. Now I have some basic windows and everything in here. That's going to have to be updated. I'm still working on how it's going to look exactly. I like the black oak over here. But I feel like the bottom needs to be a little like roughed up a little bit, so I need to probably throw some cobblestone in there and make it look like it's been here for a minute. But overall, loving how this is all coming together. I also organized my chests a little bit, as you can see. Unfortunately, I didn't think of leaving a room for my chests right here. So there is that. And then the other thing I've been working on a lot, actually a lot more than the blacksmith face, because I'm kind of at a stuck point with this, is the river. I've been slowly digging this out to make it look more natural. I think it's coming along pretty nice. As you can see, like the river banks over here go down really fast, and now I have that kind of look going for this as well. See, like you can see it like dropping super quick. And so I think I've dropped it enough, and now I just need to replace it with sand and gravel as well as dirt. But it looks excellent as it has been coming along. It has been a pain to dig all that out. Saved a screenshot on accident. And then, as you can also see, I went ahead and got Respiration 3 on my helmet, so I could actually breathe underwater some more. But that's not what we're actually going to be focusing mainly on today. Hey, kitties. Gonna have to get this group to move again. Let's head over this way. Alright, I'm gonna sit you here. Come on, sit. Good. So, what we're gonna be working on today is actually the Stonecutter's building. I'm thinking of having it like come around this area, like have it in like a square right here. And then possibly like a large tower or something over here that goes peeks over the building, or maybe like a tower right here to give it that a nice rounded look. Is there still a cat near me? No. Okay. And so what I'm gonna all you are very loud. Let's move you. Yeah. Maybe over here. A little bit further away. Sit. Sit. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and distraction's done. Which, you know, sad is, oh, hey, look, there's one more. Distraction almost done. Kitty, that's probably the one I was hearing. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it around here, and I'm gonna find out where the good tower point will be. You'll probably see me experimented with a little bit here and there. But what I do need to go ahead and do is clear out until I would say that the neck back section of that tower, so that we can push this roof back even a little bit further, because I don't want any of them to be even with each other. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And as you actually probably see as well, I now need to construct a bridge to connect these two sides of the land. Because since I widened this area, the lily pads are no longer big enough for me to get across on. But that is all in the future. If this one is fast enough on the build out, I may be able to actually build the bridge in this episode, but that's a big if. We're going to have to check to see how everything is working. bridge might be its own episode. It might not be. It might be a side project, or maybe something where I'm doing a farm and then I combine that into the farm to kind of break it up a little bit. But once we're done with this building, we're actually going to go ahead and start setting up a sorting machine as well. And that will be going into the mine shaft. And then I'll actually be able to start setting up the minecart system as well. Hey, Enderman. So let's go ahead and I need food. This chest? No. This chest? This was better set up just a little while ago. Like, I had organized everything into specific areas and, well, Minecraft happened. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, and so we are back at this right now, and I've played this out. I don't know if I want it to be that tall. I can always re-add some mountain features into it after. But yeah, I'm a little struggling because I like this area that it's in. But what I do need to do is I think I'm gonna add a circular tower coming from here to connect to here. So I need something that's actually like big enough for this section. So I'm gonna have to look up that circumference of that area because I want something that's like it's a tower sticking next to that tower, and that's where the minecarts will transfer over. And then I'll have another tower over here, which this is a bit messy right now, but it's just to get the general sense of it. So let me actually clear this out. So I want the tower to start like right here and somehow like curve, do a little curve right here. Actually, I might just be able to use the current area to do my little like, kind of wraparound. Okay, that doesn't look any better. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to play with this section a little bit to figure out what exactly I want out of it. So, yeah, unfortunately, well, I mean, as everything in Minecraft goes, it's trial and error. So, I do like the little divot here. It'll give it a bit more 3 dimensions. I definitely want a circle that is like in this section right here, so I'll appear out. But I also want another pretty large circle over here. So I'm gonna have to make something and then connect it off of that circle. Maybe, oh, the circle may be the outer edge of it. And then I'll have it continue in right here. Because I want to have almost like an appearance a little bit that's wrapping around. A little difficult that there's not much of a mountain left for it to wrap around in. I think that was a mistake. I should have dragged it out a bit further. But I've already pushed this far, so I'm going to continue on anyway. So, I'm going to play around a little bit with this in the super fast build mode so that you won't have to sit here and listen to me as I experiment for like a couple hours. But I'm starting to get a good feel of what this building will be. So This will have open stacks like that, but going up a little higher. Oh, well, no, maybe not a little higher. About the same height as those. Here and here. And then the main wall of the area is going to be a bit taller than that section, but the circles are going to be bigger. Okay, well, only one way to see how this will turn out is to start doing it, and the only thing to do is to go ahead and start my super fast build mode. So, let's go ahead and see how this is all going to turn out. I'll see everyone back here in just a moment. Okay, and welcome back, everybody. I am taking just a little bit of break from the super fast build mode to get a better feel and maybe talk myself through some ideas that I'm having right now. So initially I'm like, okay, I want some towers out here, and I was thinking 3, but 3 would have been too much, and 2 looks really good with the backdrop right there. So I was initially thinking, I'm like, okay, how am I going to decorate these, make them more three-dimensional? So, because when I initially built them, and I went into a quick test world just really fast to see the full design of everything, and it was just looking really, really flat. So then I was like, oh, what if this is the first time the inborn towers come up? So it's like, they built the mine, they built the smithy, and then later on they built the stonecutters for all the decorations. I went, okay. So how is that supposed to look then? And I was like, well, they need these mineshaft towers to be running up to run the minecarts in between each one. I might try to make it like do some jumps and stuff in between just for fun. That's a big maybe. But so I need the minecarts to be running in between all these towers to be delivering the goods from down in the mines. I'm like, how am I going to do that? So what are my processes for doing this? And I went, okay, so what if this is the first time they've done the inbound tower? So I'm like, oh, what if it's because of this tower back here needed to work around the cliff side a bit more because they miscalculated. So I'm like, okay, that's a fun idea. So let's go and miscalculate this. I'm going to need to build out this cliff a little bit into it a bit more, so it looks like it's more hugging the building. That's a great idea. Love it. And then I went, okay, so what do I need to do next? So well, first off, I actually need to build this entire cliffside out to like here. To build, no, I'll leave it as is. But regardless, I went, okay, so that's great. Awesome. What is next? What do I need to do next? And I was just kind of baffled. I'm like, okay, let's try to put pillars there. That looks really good. And now when I zoom all the way out of this build, all the way out here, it's looking great. Everything's flowing together really well. I need this roof to contrast, but I'm thinking of using the red oak again instead of some pink, because I think that will make it so it's like bam, bam, bam. And then you get this feel of an entire structure that works together when you have that similar item. I really wanted to use more pink in this, but it's just every time I put it on there, it just was not in my mind. It was not coming together very well. So that unfortunately got put on the backspin. But, and here's the great thing is everything is flowing together so well right now. I don't think it needs to worry about it. However, I do need to go farm up some more mangrove tree wood for the roof here. And then once the roof is on, this section should be complete. And then we need to just start working on decorating everything, which is going to probably take the longest. So I will say some of the decoration, like inside the buildings, will be on recording. However, I might do some of the outside stuff off because that's just so much trial and error. I might actually start streaming here soon to do some of the more tedious stuff while I'm on stream, so I can talk with anyone who wants to come join me. But that's still in the works, so I haven't worked that out just yet. But everything is coming along very well. I'm just going to see how the roof turns out. So we'll do one more super fast build mode just to see how everything is turning out. I just had to give you my thoughts on everything that's going on right now, because it was a little sporadic and everything on this building. I had an idea, I didn't like the idea, and I had to scrap it and try something different. And I think it's coming out well, but I need more wood. So I will be right back as I go farm some of that wood up, and see y'all in a bit. Hello, Future Shadow here. So, a little bit unfortunate. This is going to be just really quick. I did lose, well, I didn't lose a little bit of footage. I forgot to hit record because I've been splitting up my time lapses so they don't get corrupted. But apparently I missed hitting the re-record button for one section of this time lapse. My apologies. It was just building out those two little roof sections right there, and the difficulties I had with that, which took way too long than what it should have. But regardless, that's really all that you missed with the time lapse. Shooting it back to Past Shadow. Thank you everybody for watching. Okay, and welcome back from that last portion of the super fast build mode. So I do quite enjoy what everything has turned into with this. It definitely was not what I initially set out or even planned for when I started building this. So I do still need to add some more texturing down at the bottom and the base. It's the same with the blacksmithing. I'm trying to rack by it. It's just gonna do a bunch of trial and error type of deal. But I have the general outline in the shapes of my buildings, so I can start going in and knocking down those very small specifics over a longer period of time. Or like if I'm whenever I decide to do streams, that's when I'll probably start knocking into the specifics to just try to build out what stuff will look like as the complete finished product. This is a nearly finished product. I will say that. Again, you need to come through here, add in some. The words are not coming to me right now. So, what was it? What was it? What am I? Cobblestone. So I need to come through the bottom section, add in some cobblestone and some mossy cobblestone. Add in some greenery, some decorations to really make it so it's like you can feel the difference. Those are a couple things I really need to do. I need to get the insides decorated of these locations, but that'll all come actually second, because the first thing I want to make sure I'm able to actually set up are my minecart offload and loading ramps, and also like the minecart structures above. So before I do any decorations, I want to make sure those are solid so that I can build the decorations more around them. So I'll have to be going ahead and doing that. So which means the next couple episodes will be some more of the farm type episodes, because I'm gonna need a couple lists of the farms I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need a item sorter, a item onloader and offloader, and then also building out this area and a super furnace for my forge. So super furnace there, item sorter will go in the mine. Then we can have the minecarts. A lot of them are going to be just decoration running around up the top, and into this area where the minecarts will run around, and into the building to be sorted into the different stone types. And then I'll have the stones like laid out and next to like saws, and I'm gonna try and make some stuff that looks like bandsaws and everything, so you get this feel of it is a stonecutters coming through here. And once that's all brought in together, that will be the main decoration for this stuff, and I think it'll look fantastic once it's all done. But that is my main idea for everything that's going into this right now. If anyone has any ideas, suggestions, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'm always checking them. Can't say I respond to everything because I'm bad at responding to people for stuff, but I am trying to respond to every comment I see, especially since there aren't many just yet. But I hope everybody has had a great day. I will see everyone next time. We're going building for farms and maybe a bridge. Probably a bridge. Like, subscribe, peace.